All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of Untapped. I don't think I've seen any other show on YouTube or anything called Untapped, so I'm claiming it for myself.
Hell yeah.
So this is going to be our little post show, whether it stays on YouTube or maybe down the line we transition it to like an exclusive somewhere else. Who knows? But for now, it'll be here and you can enjoy it while you can. This will be where we kind of discuss the recent game we played. This is going to be around our first round of our Hobbit showdown games, I guess, where we played limited, only the cards available in set, plus some exceptions of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Command Tower. Overall, how do you guys feel like the game went? Oh, and I guess you got actually before we do that, everyone only ever sees our hands. So if you can't tell by the voices, I'm Rob, your humble host over here at Protus Wagons that usually hosts the games. And I guess we'll just go kind of in game order. So we'll go up to Brandon around the circles for formal bullshit introductions, and then we'll never do this again on any other feature channel.
Is Discord showing the same orientation for everyone?
It's me in bottom left, you above me, Luco, and then Cody is what I'm saying.
Yep.
Cool. So we're all the same. Yeah, what's up? I'm Brandon. How's everyone doing? If you haven't seen me before.
Since you don't stream anymore.
Yeah. Retired. Washed.
I think we all are, right? We're all failed streamers.
Hell yeah. Now we're Magic content creators, somehow.
Where streamers go when their careers are blah.
When you realize you don't have a real good live stream personality and your personality better shows with a group when you're playing games, you go to YouTube to record content.
There it is.
And have a dead name version of yourself edit all your videos.
Jesus Christ. Oh, what's up, everybody? Luco. They refuse to call me by my name, so you'll probably
Shut up, Kevin.
Like 5. You'll probably see like 5 different names in each video edit. We've had Steven, Kevin, Liam, and a few others at this point. So, how's it going?
Owen's never gonna get over those.
What's up, everybody? I'm Cody. These hands is what you look at when we play. So, yeah. You can always tell by the tattoo, usually. So,
yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
No idea.
You can only tell that it's me because of my hand tattoos in the signature Samsung watch in every single game.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, because like they don't have any
tattoos
on the top of their arms. I do.
You're gonna like before every recording, you're gonna start putting mother villain on your hands just to be the opposite of mine.
Hey Rob, can you send me a photo of the back of your hands and your forearms for research purposes? Nothing else.
That's a weird kink to have, dog. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, tangent aside,
exact designs.
Tangent aside, how do you like the game overall? I felt was great. It wasn't close, but it was balanced, right? Like there was it was a very passive game. We obviously had 2 people very much in control, but there was enough in the way to kind of stall the game out. Obviously I got fucked. The entire time. How I survived.
You had mana.
Yeah, I did have mana. I just had nothing to do with it.
5 mana the entire game.
True.
Honestly, I'm surprised you had such a large presence. Like, if you didn't have that enchantment, your presence that game would have made a big impact. Yeah.
I agree.
I think we should just change the name of the card for Rob at this point as a rule 0. It's no longer the Great Goblin. It's the Great Blocker.
Okay. Just because my commander died more than anybody else's. You don't have to be that way. Speaking of Rule Zeros, a little spoiler for the next game. There is going to be a nice Rule Zero that's going to be very book and movie themed in the rematch, where we're going to more optimize the cards that I've been playing with. I will reveal that during the game itself. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's very thematic. But yeah. Obviously, the 2 that went off were obviously like very thematic for the books and the movies, the elves and the dwarves. They went off harder than anyone. Both of them went fairly wide. Both of them got very big. So with you 2, the strat, I think, is very clear for all the different aspects, right? Great Goblin is meant to put counters on goblins in goblin armies and orcs and all that other things if they were available in the limited set. and just ping damage, because I'm the ping guy at this point. Sephiroth, Arabella, Grey Goblin, like, it's pinging. I feel that the dwarves and the elves are both very similar in a way to, they're meant to go wide and they're meant to go big with counters, and like it's kind of counters versus equipment in that form. And then honestly, the wargs, I have no idea what the game plan is for the wargs and the beast, other than like standard green bullshit. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like it was hard to do this because there's only what, like fucking 9 elves in the Hobbit set that I was able to choose from. So like, I mean, a traditional elf deck, yeah, like you put counters and shit on your creatures and everything, and like you gain a shit ton of life. But unfortunately, the Hobbit set didn't allow me to do any of that. Not like elves by themselves, but like obviously like other things, like the enchantment that I had, I was able to put, you know, +1/+1 counter on everything, every creature for their mana cost, basically, whenever I play them, which was great. That was a saving grace for it. I just need to learn how to fucking grab the bull by the horns and just start fucking swinging at people, because I think I've lost like 7 games now where I'm like massive and someone's like, oh, unblock the GG. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Fucking top decking that card. I sat there so long. I'm like, if Cody swings on me, I can blow up his commander. If he does this, I can do this. But I didn't have an answer to kill you unless you swung on somebody else. And then
that's the thing too, is like, I was looking at that, I'm like, dude, do I just fucking swing at like 2 people? I have to leave blockers that can take flyers. So like I couldn't block with, or I couldn't attack with 2 of my creatures. Like the fat spider that was like a fucking 12/13. I couldn't swing with him. I needed him for defense. And then the bee, like I needed that for defense too, but I just said fucking send it at
Dude, as soon as you jacked the bee up, I thought it was over. I was like, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I thought, like, I was like, if Cody gets to his next turn and that thing can swing.
Yeah, because I could
Like,
play 2 more creatures that turn, that next turn, and I would have put I think 6 more counters on the bee.
Yeah, it was also really impressive with your deck. Like, even though you were getting mana screwed, you were very, for lack of a better word, efficient with it. So like you were able to get creatures out. They were able to ramp off of each other. They were able to just put those 1/1 counters and obviously make yourself a very big
It was
threat.
an enchantment,
Yeah.
honestly. Like that completely changed it because I was so fucked in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the
literally sat.
Yeah, the dancing bear,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
I literally sat there and I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? Because like before I mulliganed, but I had 6 lands in my hand. And before I mulliganed, I was like, well, I can't do this. And then I mulliganed, and then I got 2 lands, and I'm like, well, fuck, dude. Like, do I play this? Like, I could play 2 creatures off the rip, which was fine. And then I don't think I pulled a land for like two turns. And then I pulled the Elven Passage and got some of it going. But yeah, that enchantment is what saved me. It would have been a rough game without that enchantment. Let's just say that.
Like that enchantment did a lot of work. And it's very clear, like when you're going through the set and you're opening, like you're ripping packs or just looking through the set. There's some removal in the set, don't get me wrong, but it's also very standard focused for sets. So there wasn't a lot of like enchantment, and it being limited, that being out meant it was out. Like there's almost no getting rid of it with what we had in hand.
Especially like
nobody hit a fucking Bilbo Slice either with all 3 of you running black.
Right.
It's in my deck somewhere.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
It's in all 3 of the decks.
It's in my deck. It's in my deck. But
I had a counter spell too, which I pulled.
I
And
think
it was like the only
me in limited
counter spell.
I think
6 mana to play.
I think there's one thing, like at this point, I think we can agree that I am the king of Misplays. One thing that we didn't get to discuss because we didn't do this for the Battle of the Forest or whatever the fuck game is there were very clear mistakes that we talked about in that where I fucked up. And then in going through this, like I did it again. I should have been like Gollum couldn't block. Why was I not swinging with him every fucking turn to try to get him dead to keep doing the ping to at least do something? To put like some presence on the board. And like it was just like I was so focused on trying to get the mountains to get the last light of Durin's Day to trigger that I forgot about Gollum. And then I would get excited like, hey, I get to finally do the fucking goblin thing with Great Goblin once. And like Gollum just went unnoticed the entire time. Like, don't get me wrong, like that Gollum thing, like it's costly, right? I have to sacrifice a creature or an artifact. So I would have had to get rid of my dragon or whatever. Like I had to get rid of the soul ring at the end. But like also just the aspect of not getting those land drops on mountains, not getting the counters on Durance Day. There's 3 Smaugs in that deck that could have changed the course because they're treasure generators or treasure focused. They just didn't get there. And it sucks. It sucks. God damn it. I'm getting rid of all the slots. All of them.
It happens, man. Like you gotta think back. Like, even though it's not about this game, but like, how many times have I played my rabbit deck and it doesn't fucking go off because I either get mana screwed or I get board wiped. But it's literally one of those. It's like, well, okay. So like, it happens. Like, it almost happened this game. Like I said, if it wasn't for that enchantment, I would have been probably the first one out because I would have had 3 creatures on board, 4 creatures that were all like, maybe a 4, maybe 4 or 5.
Insane.
But
absolutely insane.
I don't know. I thought overall the game was good though. I like the whole limited format.
Yeah, I thought that was really
Brandon
fun.
said something about that during the match, I think, in the beginning.
Yeah.
I've tried to do that, like the box brawls with like my game night group from time to time. Well, we tried it once during Edge of Eternities. I had 3 people come over, and the entire idea was like, cool, we're each gonna get 1 play box. We're gonna rip the play box open, and we're gonna make a commander deck out of whatever the hell we draw. To be fair, if we ended up doing that, I would have been fucked. I didn't pull shit for legendary creatures. It was fucking crazy. And then one of my buddies was like, yeah, I don't really feel like rush building right now. Can we just play with our regular decks? And we're like, all right, whatever. And then we didn't end up doing it.
Wow.
But like,
if we were to do more limited games like that, like pick a set, just be like, dude, let's just do a fucking limit to this. And like, obviously, like some decks or some sets are gonna be so fucking expensive, so like we'd have to fucking proxy it.
Honestly, I think that's a good idea to do for future sets. Like, because all my sets are mixed together, like I'm not digging through trying to figure out what Bloomburrow cards are here.
It would definitely change it up a bit. Because like at that point, like you have to really pay attention, really think of like, well, what am I gonna do? You know, how can I make this work? Like, I think I was the only one that had 30 lands in my deck.
Yeah, and that was purely because you got
like
the
35 plus.
Yeah, you got the 3 color commander. I was running 35. Brandon was 38, and Luca, what was that magic number, dude?
46.
46 lands.
46 lands.
In the pregame conversation, we were roughly discussing this, and we were talking about how funny it would be if the guy with the most lands somehow managed to pull it off, not being able to pull like jack shit, and they're just getting.
Yeah, I ended up. I mean, a lot of the cards that I pulled I pulled 24 play boosters and a collectors, and I ended up with just not enough of really one, you know, so it was just hard to kind of put something together that didn't get just flooded with mana. Wolves are gonna be very interesting. I know, Rob, you said like you don't really know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't really look into it, so I don't know. What is the game plan? I guess my question for you is, what is the game plan supposed to be for wargs/beasts? I guess.
Yeah, so a lot of it is getting that like wide state and just throwing counters and proccing that ferocious. So it's built on proccing the ferocious from a bunch of different cards. Bjorn the Fierce, I feel like, is going to be a big staple for any beast deck, for anything that's going to be out of the set. Trample, and then gives other bears +2/+2, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can put a trample counter on a beast permanently, and then just make it a bear, so it gets +2/+2.
Man, I wish that was a black creature. Just be able to make my goblins into bears, and that's a counter going on, and that triggers Great Goblin. But no, I don't get that fun.
So that sends out, so like Chief Warg's Company, and then making a 2/2 wolf token on each upkeep, and then throwing counters through ferocious procs, drawing cards, getting more things out, mana ramp, and things like that, I think is going to be the play. Just going wide with a lot of little stuff, and then as soon as you get that big swing with Wargling, everything has trample.
Yeah, it's
so
essentially just run over everybody.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Just run over with just like a pack of monsters of animals and trying to overwhelm more than anything.
Yeah, and I think like one thing, since we can kind of like round out the table, there's a lot of synergy with the dwarves. A lot of synergy with the dwarves. From its equipment management to just making them beefy throughout the entirety of the thing, especially with like the thematic equipment to make them unblockable or whatever the case may be. They went off. So, Brandon, as a resident dwarf, how do you feel? How do you feel about just running?
I've been saying since before this set came out, I really fucking hope there's some cool dwarves in this deck. But see, I'm happy, one, that there's some cool dwarves. Two, I'm happy it worked out today. One thing I wish went better is running Biffer for my commander and having the Enduring Story so early. I didn't get that many double triggers of any other dwarf abilities. He was putting 2/2 counters out like crazy, but I didn't really take advantage of any other dwarf's ability with the double effect. I just didn't have them in play.
Yeah, I think we saw that in like on 2 boards. Like you weren't able to really double up on those abilities, but then we also didn't get to see Cody using the activated abilities of elves in the graveyard. Because even though there was stuff going there, and to be fair, you can't be mad at me for exiling Radagast and Bilbo because they didn't feed into fucking Thranduin at all. Like, if I had exiled valuable, like, elves, sure, be mad.
Did you get anything in your graveyard that was even valuable to use?
You're also muted, I think.
My bad. The exiles. Just so you know, like, half of my deck doesn't even go with Randall. Like,
oh, wow.
That was the other tough part, like, building this. It's like, I want to go elves, but it's like, dude, there's 9 elves I can have. Like, great. And then everything else is like, all right, here's some bears, here's some wolves, here's a bird, here's a dog, here's you know, this, that, and the other. It's like, dude, like, I think half of my elves were on the board.
Yeah.
And I don't even think they had like tap abilities or abilities for me to even do anything. 2 of them were landfall, or 1 was landfall, and yeah. So I mean, it was just the deck overall. Like when I put it together, I was like, dude, I'm calling it an elf deck, but it ain't a fucking elf deck.
I'll be honest.
I put creatures out and hope to God I get an enchantment out and just get everything big.
Right.
And I used Thranduil because it's 3 colors and I was able to make a decent deck with it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I used it.
I messaged Cody and I was like, hey Cody, you want to like look at this real quick and see if it makes sense? And he goes, dude, my deck doesn't even make sense. Like,
it doesn't.
It's an elf deck, but it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna count how many elves I have in this deck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
These decks were very much a hodgepodge across the board.
Right.
Outside of like the dwarves, because there's 13 dwarves and a couple of different variations of them that you're able to go a little bit more thematic with yours, just because there are that many dwarves. So do you feel that you were at
equipment?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them for sure.
Right.
And do we think Wizards did that on purpose? Like, we need to make the dwarves strong.
I think the dwarves are the most fleshed out grouping in this initial portion of the set, like without needing other cards from other sets.
I think it's between the dwarves and the goblins. I think looking through a lot of the goblins cards, there's a lot of good synergy in that. Just it was one of those unfortunate things again, because this set is very clearly standard in mind with very like there's some commander cards in there, but even if you look at Key to the Side Door, it's second effect, it's standard focused. Unless you're running someone who's running like a rat deck where they can have a bunch of those, a bunch of rats in their deck of all the same. But even then, it's legendary. I don't remember. But
it's legendary.
Yeah, so like you're only really going to be running the second effect on that card in like a standard deck to get rid of those legendaries. So like, don't get me wrong, it's still a great card for that first effect. We saw it executed in a great way. But I think out of the 4 different archetypes that are there, I think the 2 that are definitely the most fleshed out with the most variation are definitely probably dwarves and the gobos.
Right. I think when we were looking at wargs, kind of going back a little bit, the chief warg, which is like the commander for the wargs in the base set, is really like if you're building a precon, it would probably be an alt commander.
Oh, 100%.
Because
The main commander
because-
would be the ones that are coming in the Battle of Five
Wilds
army
Yeah.
set.
So good.
Chief of the Wilds is so much better, and I think Chief of the Wilds makes Chief of the Wilds, any wolf ability triggers twice. So with Ferocious on Chief Warg, double card draws every turn with something like at that point you're just throwing stuff on the board, you know.
Especially when you don't have 46 land to shuffle through.
Yeah, that too.
I'm actually really surprised you only pulled 6 lands when going through 20 cards of your deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in a deck that is nearly half lands.
But I was really hoping to get to this card. It's called Pardon Friendship. I don't know if you guys have pulled this one. It's an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. If its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands you control, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So I was like, okay, if I can pull this, that might save me from being mana flooded, because at least I'll be able to throw whatever I want onto the battlefield at that point.
Yeah, and again, kind of like as we said, there's not a lot of enchantment removal that any of us really saw. So if like an enchantment is out, it's pretty much out.
It's there. Yeah.
Just FYI for this, there's 14 elves in my 100 card deck, by the way.
Jesus.
14.
It's 14 more elves than I have.
Dude, it was bad. It was rough.
What were you saying, Brandon?
I was gonna say, going back on that, like, fleshed out, like, categories of however we want to say that. I actually think the blue-white humans is the one that, like, we didn't play.
Oh, yeah.
The more fleshed out ones. I think they're really good. And then you can have, like, all the, like, flying, like, eagle cards with it.
Very true.
Then you have, like, the Belladonna Took and the Queen of the Dale both popping off with, like, token generation and the recruiting. I think those are really strong.
Yeah, I remember when
Queen of the Dale is going to be one of the strongest cards in the set, honestly.
I think that would be one of the commander cards for sure.
100%. And I think we were even having that conversation that between Belladonna Took and Queen of the Dale, both of them very powerful cards. Probably some of the more powerful white cards that we've seen in a while, especially when it comes to the recruiting aspect, because they feed off each other. One recruits and the other one just gives you benefits just for creating those tokens. And then paired with the King of Dale that doubles those tokens, like, it's a strong deck. And when we were originally talking about doing this game, I think I said it in our group chat that I was debating between the Great Goblin and the King of Dale. And I think I ended up going with Goblin because I took a lot of those bird human archetypes, mainly on the bird aspect, and threw it into the bird deck. And I didn't want to play blue-white multiple times in a row. It is a deck that I think I might build in the future just to kind of see how it flows, especially with some more, like, probably keep it kind of bird archetypal for the token side of things, like bird human with that one Belladonna Took. But also both of those kind of surprise Hobbits that came into the set, I think overall are going to be kind of sleeper hits. Both Belladonna Took and the Sackville Bagginses. Both of them with very unique kind of archetypes. One with token generation and benefiting you for it, and the other one punishing other players when you sack your tokens. And I think that's one part of my deck that didn't really get to shine. Was I threw the only Smaug I don't have in that is Smaug the Magnificent, because I can't track it down. But those generating of tokens and then being able to combo that with the Sackville Bagginses to just try to create and sack those tokens just to do the damage to whether it's select or all players. It's another kind of win con in that deck that unfortunately we just didn't get to see. So for you guys, outside of the obvious of what we saw, were there any other win cons that you guys were looking for in your decks when we were kind of playing?
I think the only one that I can think of off the top of my head is the Unexpected Party. When you throw that enchantment down that has an adventure on it where I can just dump all my mana in and swarm the board with dwarf tokens. I know I did that a lot when we were playing in our actual limited event. And
pre-release?
in pre-release, yeah. And that did a lot. So
That's fair.
I think that's a fun one. Anything honestly, just a lot of those adventure cards in general. I didn't get to play any of them. I have the butterfly one, which like taps creatures. That would have been sick. There's a lot of stuff like that could have just like got around some defenses.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been really clean. And I didn't play fucking Saga either. I have like 4 of them in this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I have the only board wipe with Settle the Wreckage. Like, I have a couple of things in
Oh yeah,
here.
Settle the Wreckage is in there. That's right. That is a white card that does exist that I totally didn't throw in my other white decks at all. Actually, I don't think I did. Now that I think about it, I think I was like, oh my god, Gleaming Splendor's going in everything white.
I have to laugh. I just looked at my deck list again. 46 lands, 32 creatures, 4 sorceries, 4 instants, 11 artifacts, and 3 enchantments. I just didn't have a lot to work with.
And like, and again, kind of like circling back, that's kind of when you do a limited thing like that. I think when we do this in future sets, like the next set that's coming out is Fractured Reality. I think that
will be fun.
that set is going to be obviously very commander focused. We're getting we're revisiting the old school planeswalkers with their alternates in the Echo verse. I'm probably not going to spend as much money on that set as I did Hobbit. I'll probably still spend a decent, but I think if we do another one of these for that, it's going to be a very different kind of turnaround, because like there was only 1, maybe 2 like dual lands, if you will, for this set. So essentially outside of Cody, like all of us got an option of 2 extra lands, and that was like the Goblin Town and Hobbit Hole, and then your basics, and then the other versions of those, Mirkwood and Iron Hills, right?
There's Iron Hills, there's Lonely Mountain, there's Elven King Halls, there's Mirkwood, and then Elven King, and then there's a couple others.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But like normally when we see sets with Commander in mind, we see some more dual lands where like there's some reprinted shock lands or reprinted tap lands, whatever the case may be, that we just didn't get in the set.
Right.
So
there wasn't very good lands at all in this set.
No.
So I think
there's like 1 dual land for each color archetype, and that's pretty much all you get in this set.
Yeah. And so like when we get to Reality Fracture, like if we all spent, like I'll probably get like 1 play box and then all the
I have a bundle. I don't know if I'm grabbing any more. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But either way, I would like to do something like that. Like at minimum for the next set. Well, we can't really do a pre-con showdown because there's only 1 pre-con. So maybe we'll do a pre-con showdown, but with the foundation pre-cons for the single color, maybe, since those come out at the same time. And then if we end up spending some money on it and getting some cards, maybe building another limited thing or something. I don't know.
We could also just do an actual limited match. I was going to say Commander, but I don't know how that would work if we just opened up 6 packs and like played out of it. Like we can always try to figure something out like that.
You wouldn't be able to do a Commander game that way.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be enough.
I mean, I know.
At that point, you would get into limited with like the free.
You would have to play like actual limited 40 card decks.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
there's also
I'm
like
down for. I mean, limited. Even though like we are mainly around Commander, like when me and Brandon was it 2 weekends ago to the pre-release last weekend?
Yeah,
that was my first limited ever going to, and like my first draft, like it was cool because like it's 40 cards, including lands. And you open up your packs and you just fucking go. And like it tests you. Like I fucked up at the pre-release. I should have played black and I didn't. But
happens, man.
Like it forces you to like look at cards. It forces you to get better on like synergy and everything. And like I don't know, I like the limited format. I think it's great. I think it's fun. No, maybe not doing it all the time, obviously. Like we all mainly play Commander, but like when new sets come out, like playing a limited version, like a limited, just like they do a pre-release,
just like just go grab like an extra pre-release box or something like that and like set it up even for the video
bundle.
Yeah,
the bundle they give you at the store, you go buy that
kit. Comes with 6.
The only thing you have to supply is your basics.
Yeah.
But and there's no limit to how many cards you can have. If you open up 7 removal spells and they're all the same name, you play all 7.
Right. Right.
It's not set to you can only play 4 of this.
I was about to say, didn't there used to be like a format where you could only have like 4 of each or something
Standard.
like that?
That's standard.
Standard.
I gotcha.
But it's also a 60 card deck as opposed to 40.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, like I came from playing standard nonstop, and like standard was fun. Like I love all formats of it and everything, but like, I think Commander would be, or not. I think limited every like new set. I think would be a fun little thing for us to dabble in every new set.
Yeah, just something fun and different to do. Like
yeah. Bonus videos, you know.
I mean, it's like Brandon said, you can't make a Commander deck with with like 2 bundles or something like that. It's just not possible.
But we can figure something out if we ever want to go that direction. But have you guys, Rob, you probably have you guys seen like the boxes, like where it's like they actually build a whole pre-release and they kind of have it set that way and they can kind of keep it that way?
You mean like the draft night box? That's more for drafting.
So yeah, there's like the ones that Wizard sells of like the actual draft night boxes, but people make their own where they like put like actual cards into it and like
Cube.
This is
Cube.
Okay. Yeah. Those look sweet. Like that would be really fun to set up. It'd be really hard with us in different locations, but
there's one really cool thing, and don't mind me while I'm breaking down my deck right now to do the upgrades after we're done. Yeah, I'm already ahead of the curve. What up?
Shame on you.
But just shout out like my favorite Commander channel out right now, other than my own. No, mine sucks. So Meaty Magic, ran by Meat Canyon, Papa Meat, however you know him on YouTube. They've done a limited game similar to this, but they did a box battle or a box brawl where they each got 1 box of, I don't even remember the set anymore. I think it might have been Tarkir. And like they did it the Commander way, you pick your commander, stuff like that. But because they were limited to 1 box, they also they got rid of the mono format. So to make it work, if you had some dupes of certain cards, you could have those in your decks as duplicates without an issue, with the exception of the commander you chose. And that could also be like a thing that we do in the future to kind of like, again, open it up, kind of keep to the commander theme if we so chose for that video. But there's a bunch of ways that we could, keep it fresh and do new stuff.
Cool. I'm gonna have to watch that. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's a good video. Plus, they're getting drunk.
I just threw it in our chat, but
but overall, final thoughts of how the game. I felt it was good, regardless of getting a little bit fucked on my deck. Even like the pity, cutting didn't really help that much. We got to mountains though. We got there. We just didn't get to see that spell resolve. But overall, I think it was a solid game. It was a very, very solid game. Everyone's deck got to do even just a little bit of its thing. And then it kind of ended thematically with the dwarves, I guess, making it to Erebor, I guess, is what we can kind of say in that.
Yeah. We didn't really take down a dragon. I mean, I killed you, I guess, and you had a dragon. But
Yeah.
I didn't get to take down Smaug.
Hopefully next game I pull him. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I don't think I have anything for it. I was going through
You've got to have at least one. You've got to at least have 1 black arrow, right, Brandon? Like you got to have something.
On my deck.
No. Wow.
Well, it's like a 30-cent card. Go get one.
Yep. Go get a single when you go get all of your commander staples.
Brandon, final thoughts on that game?
Oh, damn.
I mean, easy dub. But...
Wow. This guy.
You're welcome for letting you win, bro. I want to just show that I was the big presence and not fucking do anything with it.
Big presence?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have an answer
not a
until
fucking
I
aggressor,
did.
you know what I mean?
Isn't that usually how it works, though? I didn't have an answer until I did. Like, that's just trading card games in a nutshell.
It is, but
well, I mean, it's like
for sure.
It's like we all said, like, I mean, but that's my downfall with all my fucking decks, is I always have a board advantage and I never just fucking swing with it.
Yep.
Gotta find the balance.
My downfall since I started, so.
Gotta find the balance.
It's all right. I'll eventually, get the balls to attack people.
Deck build a mono red super aggressive deck and just fucking play it for a week.
Every card
Like,
has
just-
haste. Just force yourself to learn to
everything,
swing
swing it.
every turn.
No,
Yeah.
like I said, like that game, I definitely should have been swinging at Brandon when I had seven, like six creatures.
Slow down.
Well, no, because I mean, at that point, like I already crippled Luco when I took out that one card that he was looking for. He's like, oh well, there goes half my deck. Like he jokingly said it, but
Yeah.
he was pretty much crippled from that point. Because like, how else are you gonna make wolves? Like now you can't, unless you pull it. So like you're
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think if that card went unchecked for Luco, it could have
got on the head
snowballed
real
for
quick.
sure too. Yeah.
I would
And,
I
you
would
know,
ask
that's-
Luco about his final thoughts, but fucking Walter just walked away from his desk.
But no, I mean, like I said, like it was fun. It was like, I mean, it was definitely a lot more balanced than some of the other Commander games we played, obviously. But it was because it's limited to Hobbit, and there's only so many cards you can pull. Like you and Brandon ran same cards, me and Luco ran same cards. I think we even ran same cards for Black in our deck. So it's like, it's yeah. I mean, I don't know. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
I think the only named dwarf of mine that died was Dory, and he died on both my board and Rob's board.
Dane also died.
Oh, yeah. He's not in the company. It's fine.
I mean, he's not in the company,
right there
but,
at the
you know.
end, Thorin died as well, right there
No,
at the end.
Thorn died. You're right.
Yep. Oh,
How
also,
thematic.
I'm wrong.
if you guys haven't watched Rob's video, where
That video?
he played, yeah, if you guys haven't watched Rob's video where he played, I believe, Ozai, here's the asshole who ran across my desk.
Good job. Keep running across desks.
Yeah,
That's the takeaway. But yeah, so I think this was a good first take on Untapped. This was good discussion. So we're gonna start recording these after every game. That way, it's fresh after, like fresh in our minds afterwards. I'm sure, like at some point, like we'll be chit chatting in game and bringing up shit that we didn't think of during this recording and stuff like that. And in the future, I won't be breaking down a deck while talking. But thank you guys for chilling, and hopefully this goes reveals a little bit of a light when our thought process when we're doing stuff. I think these will get a lot better when we're doing more so off the upgraded deck, so we can go more so into our thought processes on what we were really going for on like the optimized version, quote unquote, while still trying to keep it casual, enjoying to watch.
Filthy casual stuff.
Shut your fucking mouth, you CEDH
I'm
bitch.
really looking forward
Building
to
a
that
bracket
next game.
6 deck to come swing boys.
He's like, I'm going old brackets, bracket 10, baby.
We're going land.
Jesus
destruction, bro.
Christ, land destruction, land denial.
Yep,
I'm definitely
like that's
running
just my
a
graveyard.
one game breaker. So
Yeah.
Oh, you mean game changer?
yeah,
That's
one
fine.
game
I'm
changer.
gonna go find a or go buy another demonic tutor and throw it in there.
Sweet.
I don't know that I even have one of those cards, so
Hey, well-
I'm gonna have a fun time.
Well, you
I
know,
have a few.
keep trying to find an LGS that has singles, apparently. But
Right.
Stuff does not cut it.
No, it doesn't. These
but
fucking guys.
it's time for us to go. GG's, gentlemen. We will catch you guys
GGs.
in the next one. And yeah, that'll come out a week from when the limited game comes out. Keep it a week spaced. And we'll see if the dwarves continue to reign supreme or if maybe a different army takes it. But again, we're going to have I'm going to have a nice little surprise for the entire table that night. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow Brandon and Cody over on GraveyardMTG, since I didn't bring that up in the Hobbit video because I forgot.
you
And we'll
didn't.
catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Deuces.
Bye.
As I struggle to find my mouse.